Hello everyone, Happy New Year, Happy 2021. The past year has certainly been crazy, hectic, any word that you can think of, it's probably happened. So let's hope that this new year brings something different. And I just wanted to share with you a special announcement that I'm really excited to be sharing with you now. So one summer day in 2020, my friend Tyson and I decided to come together and put together a music track, a song for his new album. And I'm excited to share with you all that that track is now officially out. It's released and ready to listen, and I honestly could not be more excited about this new announcement. The song is called No Matter What, and it features me on the piano and my friend Tyson, of course. He is singing the vocals and he also provided the lyrics. This is really just kind of the culmination, I think, of a multi-year friendship. Tyson and I have actually been friends since college. We actually ended up in one of the same choirs at some point. We just kind of developed a very natural, steady friendship. I am really excited to have done this collab with him to create a work of music together, and couldn't be more excited to now be sharing it with the world, with you to listen to. And so yeah, I provided the piano part, and like I mentioned in an earlier video, most of the piano score and music that you can hear, most of it is basically improvised, and we just spent most of the recording session that day, or night should I say, basically just recording the piano part. And yeah, I mean we had to take many takes and we had to kind of try out some different musical things, but in the end I am really happy with the result. I think it definitely speaks about the musical expression and emotion that my friend Tyson and I want to evoke and express, and I certainly think that that definitely comes through in the song. So I have linked it in the description below. Feel free to check it out. It's also available on Spotify. Again, really excited to be sharing this new EP single feature with you all, and I really hope that you enjoy listening to it. I can probably vouch for Tyson in saying that we are really excited and very grateful to be able to come together and share this little musical gem with others, and so couldn't be more excited about that, and thought this might be a nice little hello and introduction into the new year. Hopefully it brings a little bit of a more positive and optimistic view of things in life, and if that's our role for life in this year, then I'm happy to have played that part in it. So link below in the description and feel free to check it out. I also wanted to mention just one other thing, and that is the conception and inception of this song. I think there's something really special that happened that night that really makes this song, I think, a lot more meaningful and therefore special. When Tyson and I arrived to record this song, there was this man that came into the church, and I can tell you that he definitely appeared homeless. He appeared that he needed help. His mental cognition and just ability to communicate with others was definitely lacking, and it was very obvious that that was the case. We prayed for him and we offered him the space, the church. He really seemed lost in many ways. He was there in the church and we started to record the song, and then after a little bit of recording he actually was interested in the music because he was listening to it, and so we actually invited him into the recording studio. It's like in one section of the church, kind of like in a corner. We pulled up a chair and he sat and he listened throughout the entire recording session. I've never been struck this way, honestly. I've given many musical concerts, I've performed with a variety of other musicians, all great gifts and experiences in life, but there was something honestly truly unique about this experience, about going through the process of recording this piece that hadn't yet fully been finished, right? Like I mentioned, I was basically improvising most of the piano track, and to have this stranger, if you will, be sitting there and applauding and listening to my kind of jumble improv mess and saying thank you, it just, I don't know, it definitely struck me in a way I don't think I've ever experienced. That was something I felt that looking back at this process and this musical piece, I think it kind of brings to life the notion that I can have expectations about myself, about my music, and about how good and how proficient I am at a craft. But then to have this person, another human being, to have that experience of having someone else just appreciate you making music, I think that definitely speaks to the heart. Certainly got me that way that night, I can tell you that. And just thinking about it brings up a lot of that. There was a spot that we could drop him off and he would at least have a place to stay for that night. We drove him to that spot and he said thank you again, and we basically left him. It was probably about anywhere between 1:30 to maybe 2:30 in the morning. It was definitely late enough that most people were asleep. I can just remember him saying thank you. I can remember the look of his face. We left him at a spot. That was that. We drove off, and in some ways that was it. I think that kind of wasn't it. This musical piece is kind of the culmination. I feel like he's almost a part of this song, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like if he wasn't there, if Tyson and I didn't cross paths with this guy that one night of all nights, honestly, to record a piece, and this guy walks into the church, if I hadn't crossed paths with him, I don't think I would have been able to express what it is that I was able to express in the piece. I do think about that a lot, like experiences in life. This piece and music that we create in general, it's not for me, it's not for my reputation, it's not for my glory or self-status or whatever. It's for others, for the glory of faith, of God. Before I forget, I do have to give a quick shout out to Ryan Kellum, who was the man behind all of this. He was the one who was recording this. He's the one that basically stitched it all together. I think he did a fantastic job, and extremely humble, very kind, an incredibly nice person and man of faith. So hope you get a chance to listen to it, and feel free to share it with any of your friends and family. Ways to support emerging artists and musicians. That wraps it up, and I'll see you in the next video.